Hi folks, thanks for checking out my video. I don't usually do dialogue in my videos, but this is special and I felt compelled to give a little narrative of what exactly is going on. What we have here is a Moog Labyrinth parallel generative analog synthesizer. At its most basic, it's a 2-oscillator desktop semi-normaled synth with 2 sequencers. And the story of how I ended up with this one, I think, is fairly interesting. So before I get into what this does, I'll share it with you. Today is Saturday, and I received this yesterday, Friday. How I found out about it was Tuesday night. Someone posted on Facebook that an online vendor had these for sale on eBay. So I went to the eBay site and sure enough, they have them available. So I decided to go to Reverb and see if they were there, and the vendor had them for sale on Reverb also. Then I went to the vendor's website and they had them for sale there. So I decided to go ahead and snag one. Now this happened very early Wednesday morning, say probably about 2 o'clock in the morning. By Wednesday afternoon, I had received an email saying that my order had been processed and my Labyrinth had been shipped. I got it yesterday. Now, between Tuesday night and yesterday afternoon, I decided to check out any online information about it, and I couldn't find anything other than older posts speculating about what it was and what it would do. You may or may not remember a couple of months or so ago, I think it was around the time of Super Booth, when Moog announced the Spectravox would soon be available. And at the same time, a picture of the Labyrinth was put out. And a couple of sites picked up on that and posted them online, but very soon after that the pictures disappeared. I thought it was a bit strange that there was only one online vendor who had them available, and there were no official videos or demos or reviews of it. After I got it and played around with it for a little while, I posted a short video on a Facebook synth group. I got several comments such as, what does it do? I didn't know about this. How can I get one? Or where did you get it? So I commented where I got it, and later on got a comment or two that said, well, I don't see it on the website. So I went and checked on the vendor's website and there was no mention of it anywhere. I checked Reverb and eBay also, and it was gone from those sites as well. But I guess they yanked it from their website and also from eBay and Reverb. My theory is that they jumped the gun in offering them for sale. Moog found out about it and made them take them down. I assume a few other people were able to snag one besides me. So there's probably, I don't know, half a dozen or so maybe floating around out there. When I opened it up, it had the usual stuff in it. Some overlays of patches you can do, patch cords, a quick start guide. All it basically does is give the layout of the front panel. And this little card here that has kind of like a quick reference guide of what it can do. You can do different scales and what MIDI clock divisions they do by pressing the various buttons here. And on the other side, it tells you what button combinations you do for different functions, which I haven't tried out yet. So one thing the quick start guide had was this little section here where you can go to the website to register your unit and activate the warranty, and also get a PDF manual and also some other patching guides. So I went to activate my warranty, but I noticed on the drop-down menu for where you pick the instrument that you're registering, there was no Labyrinth in there. So then I typed in the link to get the manual and some new sounds, and I got a big 404 site not found screen. I wrote to Moog last night asking them basically what's up with this not being able to register and get a owner's manual online. And haven't heard from them yet. I don't expect to hear from them till, well, next week sometime. But I'm looking forward to hearing what they say. And I will update you when they give me a reply. So I've got this cool little synth here, but no information about it other than what they sent with it. Anyway, enough on that. Let's take a look at the front panel. This section here is your mixer and oscillator section. You've got two oscillators, an audio oscillator that goes up to 5 kilohertz, and a modulation oscillator which goes up to 1.3 kilohertz. Each oscillator has the same controls here: envelope generator 1 amount and sequencer 1 amount. The mod oscillator has a sequencer 2 amount. This control here controls how much you control oscillator 1 with the mod oscillator. Mixer section is here: VCO, the audio oscillator, ring modulator, and the modulation oscillator. You also have noise, noise level, and the noise tone. The wavefolding section is here. You have an amount for how much wavefolding, envelope generator and sequencer modulation of the amount of wavefolding, a bias control for a set amount of wavefolding. Below it is the filter section, which has a 2-pole state variable low pass to band pass filter, envelope generator and sequencer 2 amount of the cutoff frequency, and manual resonance. Between the wavefolding and filter sections is this little switch here, which you can switch up to have the wavefolder section going into the filter section. The middle position, they are in parallel, and the down position you can have the filter going into the wavefolding section. The envelope generator VCA section is here. You have a blend control for the wave folding and filter sections, final volume control, UMix 1 level, which I'm not sure what does, but it has something to do with the UMix patch points on the patch bay here. Envelope generator 1 and 2 decay levels. And envelope generator trigger mix, not quite sure what that does either, but I assume you can mix the trigger outputs of the sequences to trigger the envelope generators. The sequencer section is here. You have a manual trigger, run stop, tempo, series of small buttons that I'm not sure what does yet, but they have names like buffer, bit shift, bit flip, change sequence. Two knobs labeled corrupt, which change the sequences in their length and note output. Two sequence control voltage range knobs. Finally, we have the 32-point patch bay featuring 12 outputs and 20 inputs. One of those 20 inputs being a 3.5 millimeter TRS MIDI type A input, which they do not provide you the adapter for. So what I'm going to do now is quit talking and show you just a little bit of what the Labyrinth can do. For that, I'm going to use the Instant Techno Drums overlay. I'll put in these patch cords. And by the way, I will be running the Labyrinth through this Strymon Volante magnetic echo machine. So, let's have a little fun. Well, I am going to talk some to give commentary on what I'm doing. So, here we go. So a nice basic beat. You see we've got the sequencers going here. Let's mess with the corrupt knobs some. And now let's go over to, let's see what the oscillators will do. I'm going to bring in a little Strymon here. Just a little reverb at first. Bring in some noise. Fold that audio frequency. Fold the audio oscillator a little bit. Shorten the envelope generator 1 decay quite a bit here. Bring in a little more Strymon here. VCF through the wave folder. Seems to be doing something. Not so much the wave folder through the VCF. Well, there you have it. The Moog Labyrinth Parallel Generative Analog Synthesizer. Got some pretty wacky sounds out of it. Some of it kind of DFAM-ish in sound. So anyway, not sure when this is officially going to come out. I'll keep exploring and start pushing these little buttons here, see what they do, and maybe I'll make me up another video in the next few days and expand on its abilities and see what else I can come up with. I appreciate you hanging with me for this video, and be sure and check out my other videos and like them and all that other stuff that the big demo guys tell you to do, ring bells and whatever all that stuff is. But anyway, thanks again for hanging with me, and I'll see you next time.